Okay, so while I'm dressed cute, and before TikTok possibly goes away, I'm gonna do some story times, just, in a different way than usual. So, I need to tell you about this woman at Walmart, okay? I've been thinking about it ever since it happened, man. So, for whatever reason, the self-checkout did not want to accept hundreds, at all. I don't know why. Okay, so I go to the cash area to see if I can, get change for it instead. In front of me, there was this old woman, and she's, she has, her phone, to the clerk, and is asking herself. I was like, okay, it's just, an old lady who doesn't really understand the technology. It'll be fine. This will go by real quick. Boy, was I wrong. Alright, it just needs your ID to verify your identity. Why does it need that? Okay, and this part is literally a direct quote. What, does it want my underwear too? No, it's literally to protect your identity, so that way this is linked to you and to no one else. So she's going on and on about how she doesn't want it to steal her identity and take her information and stuff. I have the same type of card that she has, so I know how it works. I have the same app. So I speak up, and I'm like, oh, listen, you don't have to worry. It will protect you. The only way that anyone is going to get your money out of your account is if you share your password with them. And as long as you don't share your password, it should be okay. And she was yelling at me now, and she was like, well, I was always told I shouldn't give out my information. I agreed. Yeah, shouldn't do that. Don't just give your information to random people, of course. If someone calls you on the phone and asks for your social security number and stuff, don't tell them. However, for your literal bank app, it's different. I felt so bad for the cashier because she was so patient and kind with this woman. I would not have been able to do it. I think, at some point, I would have had to match that woman's energy, because I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't care. I don't care. By the way, the woman's literally just trying to set up her account. That is all she's doing. And because it's a bank app. Okay? It's a money app. You need to have certain information on there. So, clerk starts explaining to her how it works, and that, she's not gonna actually use any of this info. If she wants, she can type it into the app, and she won't have to worry about anyone seeing it. Which, first of all, what the fuck is the clerk gonna do with it, she's not gonna remember your info to get into your card. And so as she's doing, the setup process, they get to the social security pin, and this old woman loses it. Oh my god, she comes unglued. She's screaming, she's yelling her social security pin across the whole store, and she literally yells, number, just in case anyone wants the 10 cents that's in my account. Lady, there's no need for that. And, my sister, I can see her. She looks over at me. And I'm literally sitting here, I'm back here trying not to laugh. I'm like, oh my god, this woman's insane. So I'm texting her. I'm texting my sister, literally, right over there, telling her what's going on. So then I stop and I'm like, this woman's gonna take forever anyway. I'll just be right back. Go over to my sister and I'm telling her about what's happening. And I'm like, I'm gonna go see if I can go get this money now. Okay, I'll be right back. So I go back to the counter. This woman is still yelling at this poor clerk. That poor girl. I would give her a hug if I could. So the old lady is like, you know what? This person behind me, help them out first. Because this is gonna take forever. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And I go up to exchange the 100 for some change. Clerk says they can't do that there, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's alright. I go back to my sister, and, she just has to pay with whatever else she had with her instead. As we're leaving, that woman is still yelling at the clerk. Oh my god. I wish I had just said all the things that were in my brain that I wanted to say. Yeah, I should have just told her how I felt. Listen, old lady. No one wants your bank info from here, okay? They're just trying to help you set up your card so you can have the card. It's really simple. No one here is going to steal your info. There's not a little man in your phone that's going to steal it. She genuinely thought that someone was going to peek into her account. Like, I don't know, she thought the FBI agent in her phone was going to peek at her information and steal it. I'm like, listen, I wanted to tell her. I tried to, as nicely as I could. I tried to explain to her that that's not how that works. Her information is all safe. I promise it is. Just don't share your card, like, number and your PIN number and, your password. Don't share all that shit with other people, like random people. The clerk, that's fine. She's literally setting up your account. She's gonna forget, everything that she told you. I mean, she's definitely not gonna forget you because you screamed at her for no reason. But she's definitely not going to remember a bunch of random numbers, a birthday, and, all that info. Like, why would she need that? And I kid you not, that woman, at one point, literally, whenever I was in line, sorry, I'm like, brain goes, blah, so I tell things a little out of order. Sorry about that. When I was in the line, she literally took out her other, bank card and said, okay, so then can you put money on this one? No, that's through a different bank, so I cannot do that here. I'm afraid. And, why not? Because, and she was just like, fine, puts it back in her purse, and I'm like, poor woman, okay, poor girl. She has to deal with this woman. I feel very bad for her. And if it were me, I don't think I would have been able to hold in the patience. I wouldn't have been able to keep my cool that long. I was not even the one being yelled at. Well, completely. She did yell at me, but I wasn't the one trying to help her. I wasn't even the one working. And I wanted to tell her my thoughts. So yeah, that was an interesting time at Walmart. So, just even if you don't understand something, be nice to your clerks, okay? They're doing their best, alright? They don't need to be treated like trash because you don't know how technology works. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not the best with technology either. But I'm not gonna yell at my clerk because I don't know how to do it. I got another ridiculous, bingo job story for you. This was close to, when we were gonna be closing anyway. So, interesting time. I was already tired and had done enough bullshit that day already. So, I was ready to go home. This lady did not help. This woman comes up to the counter and she tells me this stuff all in such a whack-ass order. Like, she tells me all this stuff in such a weird way. She starts, telling me an order, and then she tells me, oh yeah, by the way, there's these people over there. They wanted to order, and the waitress didn't come by. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll send her over there. Don't know why they didn't, raise their hand and call for her when we said last call. It happens a little too much. It's fine. So I start writing down her order, and she's like, stop, no, why are you writing that? I told you they already wrote it down, it's at their table. Okay, I'll send the waitress to go get it then. Don't know why they have it at their table, but it's fine. So I moved that paper aside, and she starts telling me, different stuff. And I start writing that down. Okay, that's enough. By the way, this woman is one that pisses me off anyway, because she's always rude. Always. So I should have known. I should have guessed that something not great was going to happen when she came to the window today. But it's fine. It's fine. So, write that down. Take it to the cook, to cook. And then, when this lady gets her order, I guess she waits too long because she comes up later. As the grills are like almost like turned off. She's lucky we had just turned them off so they were still hot enough to cook something. She literally pointed at the window. She was like pointing at me like this. She goes, you took my order, you messed it up. What the fuck are you talking about? What? She's like, I saw you write it. I was there too. Yeah, I'm the one that wrote that. Yeah. What can I help you with? You didn't get the hot dog that I wanted. And this, and this, and this. You mean the thing that you told me those people wanted? The thing that you told me. She literally was like, they want to order, this, and then she was telling me, and I was like, okay, so I assumed that was for them, and then she told me to stop writing it because they already had theirs written down. So obviously, I didn't think that she was talking about herself, okay? She was listing off stuff and then she said, the thing about the other people. And then when I tried to write it down, she stopped me because she said it was already written down. So, I don't know what... I don't know. Do you see how confusing that is? Do you see how I was confused? Right? Okay. So I was just like, okay, relax. I will write it down. We will get you your food. And she's like, you better because I paid for it. You actually didn't. You actually didn't pay for the hot dog because you told me not to write it down. But that's okay. So while she was doing this shit, first of all, stop fucking pointing your sausages at me. Okay? Talk to me like an adult. Don't throw a tantrum. Just let me know that there was a mix-up. Okay? Really easy. So then the cook, I love her. She always stands up for me when these people are assholes. Because, I'm like the youngest person there. So they think they can get away with it for some reason. And my grandpa lets them because I'm related to him, so... And the cook is like, no, you knock it off, okay? You're not gonna starve. We're gonna get you your food. Calm down. I will get it done. You can go take your seat now. I don't remember if she said all that exactly, but if she would, okay? She'll tell you straight up how it is. I love her for that. If those were exact words, I would believe it. Yeah, I would believe that she actually said that. I don't know if it was actually quoted, but I'm sure it was something like that. So anyway, this woman got her food. She did not, in fact, starve to death. And here's a little tip. If you're nice to the people that are serving you, they will be nice back. However, if you're an asshole, we are not going to be excited to keep serving you, okay? So, just remember that. Thank you.